Hello, I'm Yogi Stillness, and thank you for joining us. I'll be your guide in today's meditation. Today we'll examine the power of incremental change and how a little effort every day quickly adds up to something big. We'll begin by sitting on the floor, a cushion, or in a chair. When you're ready, allow your eyes to close. Let's take 3 deep breaths together now. Begin with a great big inhale, then hold it, and a long exhale. A deeper breath in and pause, and exhale. One more full inhale and hold, and a deep exhale, releasing everything. And now settle into your body. Starting at your toes, relax your body bit by bit. Feel the bones in your feet stretch out and the muscles around them soften. Let that feeling climb up your ankles, calves, and shin bones. Relax your knees, thighs, sit bones. Breathe into your hips. Relax your glute muscles, hip sockets, lower belly. Follow your breath through your stomach and rib cage, taking the time to feel each rib and vertebra, relaxing and releasing each muscle and bone. Relax your collarbones, shoulder blades, and your neck muscles connected to them. Relax your throat, the back of your neck, the base of your skull. Soften your jaw and let go of any tension in your eyes, eyebrows, and temples. For a few more minutes, keep silently looking for any areas that may still be tense, and do your best to release them with your breath. Scan your body again, looking for any areas of tension to release. Allow the breath to slow down gradually without forcing it. The more incrementally the breath slows down, the longer you will be able to maintain it at that pace. Over time and with practice, your ability to slow down the breath and relax the body will increase. Think of every step as part of your larger journey in mindfulness practice. Silently continue breathing slowly, relaxing any areas of tension one by one as they arise for another few moments. Now take a deep inhale and gently sigh out any last areas of tension. There is a modern Japanese philosophy known as Kaizen that is commonly used to help people and organizations overcome resistance to helpful change. Kaizen can be used as a noun or a verb, meaning improvement or to improve, and also represents a technique that is used for both business and personal growth. Creating mindful change on a personal or organizational level is commonly seen as challenging, as it's not unusual for people to avoid it. When something works, even inefficiently, it can be hard to find the motivation to improve it, stopping us from becoming more efficient over time. Kaizen teaches that for people to overcome their resistance to create change, they can focus on small steps. So rather than thinking about trying to completely transform ourselves in the distant future, we can think about several small changes we can start to implement right away. If we're thinking about running a marathon, for example, the first step may be simply trying to go for a jog. Running a marathon is a huge undertaking, but it is one that only happens after many smaller runs have happened first. Every 1,000,000 miles begins with the first step. We can start to see that tiny incremental changes add up quickly into something much larger. Thinking about making large changes can be intimidating. If the changes are too drastic, fear of change may stop us in our tracks before we even try. But by thinking in terms of finding small changes to implement gradually, improvement becomes a constant, steady movement that adds up over longer periods of time. We may set a goal to wake up earlier and realize that it's a large undertaking than we thought. By taking small steps, like moving our dinner times up and going to bed 30 minutes earlier, we can start to see a bigger change of becoming more comfortable with an earlier wake. Steps to initiating personal change like this can even translate to larger groups, making small adjustments in different areas to add up to an organizational shift. The bigger the change one tries to create, the more small changes go into creating that shift. There's hardly a situation where our larger goal cannot be better reached by focusing on where one begins. While we always want to remain mindful of where we are headed, especially on a long journey, we also have to be mindful of placing one foot in front of the other to get there. Every doctor had to sign up for their first biology class at some point. Becoming fluent in a language will always require us to start with the alphabet and numbers. And even the Dalai Lama once had to try meditation for the very first time. It's easy to be intimidated by the larger whole, but it becomes a lot less scary when we remember to approach the pieces one by one. And come back into your body now. Gently roll your wrists in circles outward 3 or 4 times. And switch directions, circling the other way. And take one last clearing breath in and hold it. And let it out. Then allow your eyes to open. Thank you for showing up for yourself in this practice today. We are so grateful for the opportunity to support you in self-care and look forward to meeting here again tomorrow.